Welcome everybody to another video of Deadlock. Me, Cubeproductions, using the Scourge, the best killer in the game. Today we're using Deadman Switch, Scourge Hook, Pain, Resonance, Hex, Face the Darkness, and Deadlock. With these perks, we're going to control the generators extremely well. And of course, with our add-ons, we're going to be using advanced movement prediction so we can see where survivors are in our drone radius for 6 seconds. And of course, brown noise generator, which makes them oblivious when they are in the drone radius. Using Deadman Switch, we're going to hook people. Once we hook them, they will, if they get off a generator, then the generator will be blocked by NT automatically. And if Hex Face the Darkness is active during that time, they will scream, and anyone who screams will automatically get off gens, so the entity will block the generator as long as Deadman Switch is active. So let's get straight to the game so I can show you how great this build is. Okay, we are Rotten Fields. We're using Storm Merchant. I don't actually like this map very much when it comes to playing Killer in general, but I especially don't like it when it comes to playing Storm Merchant because the map is just so open that it's really hard to actually see people in the corner, and it's hard to hide yourself because there's no walls, it's just corn. But we're gonna immediately find somebody. Normally I wouldn't chase people this early. Yeah. But the reason why I chased them is because on this map, like I said, there's not really any cover anyway. There's not really that many good locations for drones besides straight on generators. Yeah. So I'm going to try and chase first. I don't know why I keep swinging at them. I'm bad. But eventually I gave up because I realized it's more important to put the drone on generators than it is to lose chase. So this person decides they have sprint burst, so I'm going to waste their sprint burst. This drone up here, so now this drone is going to protect the generator, but I gotta fix it because I played it too far away. Someone in my drone radius, so I noticed someone in the corn, but I don't really care right now. I'm gonna focus on protecting these gens. And then someone opened the chest near me. I'm like, what? They go in my radius, I see them, but they're oblivious, they don't know I'm here. It's the same person who has sprint burst earlier. So I hit them with my weapon, but they have this really dumb loop. Normally, I learned from my mistakes, actually. I used to just circle around this loop and let them keep doing it. Then I realized I need to actually just break the pallet. There's no point in trying to do it because it's just not gonna work. This person's gonna try and get this window, was not gonna work. One thing about this game I love is once you know someone has one perk, like meaning once you know they have sprint burst, that means they don't have Dead Hard. At least most likely they don't have Dead Hard. And if they do have Dead Hard, they're already exhausted, so they can't use it anyway. So it's amazing, but they use sprint burst immediately and that punishes them. So now Deadman Switch is active, and he sprint bursts into a wall for some reason. So he got off the gen. We're gonna put a drone up to protect it. That way, when the entity is done blocking it, that should have been a hit, but I got really unlucky because saw the blood, heard the sound, hit him, and he didn't get out. So now I'm gonna try and do this chase for a long time. That should have been done earlier, but instead it wasn't. Then Deadlock activates, the main perk that I'm trying to showcase actually in this video. Because Deadlock activated, that generator got reblocked because he was already blocked by the entity once because of Deadman Switch. But then because of the fact that they completed a generator, Deadlock had blocked the generator again, which is amazing. I might be wrong. I think Deadlock actually blocked a different generator. But either way, Deadlock blocked the generators that have the most progress. Yes, he blocked the one all the way over there, which is completed. So now this generator is gonna get blocked because of Deadlock, and they can't do it. And you just saw someone over here, so you know that there's someone over here trying to do this gen, but who cares? You're not gonna be able to do it. I have a drone, I have Deadlock, but I know you were here somewhere, so I'm looking for them. But at this point, I'm not really worried still. We only hooked 2 people, but as y'all know, how we play Storm Merchant, it's the end game that really matters. And you have a really good 3 gen over here. All we have to do is protect it. Now, sometimes you don't always to keep your 3 gens, but I am gonna, of course, try and protect it if I can. This person's still in the shack, so I'm not gonna go over there. I know it looks like I'm staying in the same area basically the entire time, but the problem is I don't really have anywhere to go. I can't go to the other side of the map because if I go to the other side of the map, the survivors will just do it over here. And honestly, it makes more sense to go all the way over there when I already have set up drones here. The middle of the map is just nothing when it comes in the shack. That's why I kind of hate this map because it's kind of boring. It's literally just corn. There's corn, the shack, and then really dumb loops. at the end of the map. All it is. So I'm back over here to take this generator. This would be a really good time to have like overcharge, follow grind. And here comes Hex Face of Darkness working really well for me. Because I ended up with one person. And then he ran away towards the shack, just like how this girl just did. Now there's a totem somewhere on the map that's lit up. It's actually on the tractor right next to the generator over there. Because that totem is lit up, everyone will start screaming every time, every 25 seconds, as long as they don't destroy that totem. Or until I down somebody, then they'll turn back into a gold totem. But I'm just sitting in this area, even though I want to branch out. But there's some point, because survivors know this generator is almost completed. They're not going to just run away. They're going to continue coming back to it over and over again. And I know that, so it makes more sense to just sit and wait than does to do anything else. Now, I do want to chase first just so I can get rid of the shack pallet, because I don't like chasing in the shack because the shack pallet exists and it's a really annoying place to try and chase people at. The Scourge merchant is not good at chasing people. She's good at chasing totems and gens. But I know this, so I see this person up here, so I'm going to go after them. And for some reason, why they still keep doing a totem, like I don't have eyes, they're not going to finish it in time, there's no way. So I'm going to go after her, I know exactly what she is, thanks to our Hex and thanks to our add-ons. But if you go to the window and I realize it makes more sense to check the generator before it gets completed than it does to try and chase this person. And this person's oblivious, they don't know we're coming, so now we're going to miss or hit. Oh, we didn't miss, actually. It looked like we missed, but luckily we didn't. And they got exposed because they got scared of us and they failed the drone minigame. So because of that reason, they stopped the minigame and they ended up dying. So this gen gets blocked automatically. That's because someone was literally, I believe, just on it the second I hit that person. That's the only reason why I can think of why it would get blocked, because no one completed the generator that I know of. The Deadlock is not activated. So that means someone's over here, which I found out where, but it looks like they hid and they decided to rescue the person. But it's fine, because now I can put the drone over here again and protect the drone. I don't know why he decided to go over here and try and go in front of me. But instead of me trying to go after him, I know that Leon's going to want to go over here and do this, so I decided to put a drone up. I do decide to chase him, because I want to get rid of the shack pallet, but he goes the complete wrong direction. And there's no way he's going to make the shack pallet in time. But he has that hard, or borrowed time, one of the two. I believe it's borrowed time, actually. So now Hex Face of Darkness is reactivated, so we can hear people scream and we can see their location. Someone is inside my drone. I mean, it has to be her, because I know she's trying to get that totem, but the totem doesn't even exist up there at the sign. So I'm going to wait for her to go over here, because you can be undetectable in your radius. So I'm going to let her try to do the drone, but hit her without her knowing. And then we're going to go back over the gens, because I just don't have time to be chasing people right now. It'd be different if one person was dead. Then I would spend a lot more time and energy trying to chase somebody. But the generators are priority one. And that's how you get the Scourge merchant. I know it might seem boring to survivor mains or people who just don't like facing the Scourge merchant. But when you're only good at one thing, you have to make sure you can do that thing really well. And we're already kind of behind. We only have 3 people down. And there's already 2 gens left. So it makes sense to try and do these, what's it called, to protect these generators as much as possible. So this person, get rid of my drone. I can see them on the map because of the fact that I have a pro add-on. I'm going to hook this person right here, which will activate. Well, actually, it didn't even activate. That's weird. I thought it was going to activate Scourge, Pain Resonance. It didn't. Scourge with Pain Resonance, but it did not activate it. So we chase this girl, but I'm going to go over here and get everyone injured if I can. And I'm going to re-put a drone up, of course, later on. Easy mode. Then we're going to put the drone over here because we have a really good 3-gen. But just because you have a really good 3-gen doesn't mean you're going to always be able to get it. These survivors are smart. They know we have a really good 3-gen. They're not going to. They're going to purposely try and do one of these gens because they just know having a really good 3-gen against a Scourge merchant is suicide. So they're not going to do that. And of course, this person has that annoying perk where they just blind me, which doesn't do anything because it just stuns me for 3 seconds. But I don't really care because I'm just going to reset the drone up. I'm going to hit the generator again. So sadly, we don't have Hex Face of Darkness, and we don't have any what's it called, traps on people, so we don't know where they are. But this person went in here to try and get rid of my totem, my drone, allowing me to chase them and get a hit. Then Leon almost gets, I believe that's Leon, I could be wrong, but Leon almost gets exposed, but I know he's over here trying to get rid of my drone. But it's actually not this drone, it's the other drones. But I don't know where he was doing, but he was trying to do a gen or something, but he didn't get rid of my drone in time, luckily for me. This person's oblivious and has sprint burst. And I'm bad, so I miss, of course. And then Hex Space Darkness goes, and we know he's in the corner. I knew he was somewhere because he had to be near a drone, but I was confused as to why I couldn't find him. So I look in the scratch marks, I know someone was here, but I'm gonna elevate this drone. I want to get my drone back because the claw trap is no longer on them anymore. Hex Space Darkness, I know someone's over there trying to do my totem. I'm going to try and intercept them. I believe she's injured. Yep. So she's injured. That's a down for us. I'm gonna reset up a totem on a drone. I was gonna put a drone right here, but for some reason they won't let you put a drone here. I don't really know why, because of the fact that like I do have 2 drones. It is a technically the spot is, I would say, high. Like it's a good spot to put a drone, but for some reason the game is limited. So oh well. But we're gonna put them right here. Activating Scourge, Hook, Pain, Resonance. So one of the generators loses 25% automatically. I believe it might be this one. And then of course we're activating our Dead Man Switch. So because of that reason, that's gonna be blocked. So we're chasing this person. I'm waiting for a dead heart, but there was no dead heart, and I missed to come back. And we down them. I believe this is their second hook. If we hook them, but I gotta find a hook. For some reason, why there's just no hooks near me. I don't want to use all my Scourge hooks immediately because once you use all 4 tokens of Scourge hook, Pain, Resonance, you can't get any more. But I choose to use it anyway because of the fact that I want to at least regress one of the gens, and I had no other hooks, so I had to use it. So I see this person, they just did my drone, but I have, you know, of course, 2 add-ons, I know what they are, and we can just use our tracker and track him down. I hit him before he goes in the window, that way he loses his injury, make him have to heal a little bit. I'm going to, of course, reset this drone, and I'm going to go over here to make sure this generator is good. And I see someone over here. I knew there was someone over here because they wanted to make sure they had a 3-gen. They didn't have a 3-gen. Now, sadly, because of the fact that they did that, our 3-gen is kind of ruined. But if you look, the reason why I love Deadlock so much, that generator all the way on the across the map is covered by the entity. That means that generator has the most progress. So now I have to go all the way and protect that gen. We still have a 3-gen, but the 3-gen is nowhere near each other. It's not like an actual 3-gen, it's like a can the Scourge merchant protect all 3 of these gens. And of course the answer is yes. So I'm going to chase this girl so I can get her out the game. I'm pretty sure her last hook. So I'm going to purposely go after her and set up a drone. I'm going to reactivate those drones. But I see this guy over here, and he's injured, and for some reason he's trying to hide from me instead of trying to go like run away. So I hook him right here. And because he is hooked on the Scourge hook, Pain Resonance should activate. But for some reason it doesn't activate. I'm assuming Scourge hook, Pain Resonance doesn't activate if the same person gets hooked on a Scourge hook. I don't believe it even says it in the description, but I could be wrong. But I'm going to hit this person, trying to body block for her friend, nothing wrong with that. But then she puts down the pallet for some reason, so now I have to chase her right here. But I don't really care about this. I can still see through the corn. I would have rather, if I was the survivor, I would have looped the pallet more instead of trying to go to the corn. But I guess you will find a better loop, but it's too late now. So we have, I believe, a 5% movement speed bonus because of the fact that we have 2 people with claw traps. So there's no way she can outrun us. Then, for some reason, this girl decides to do that generator. Now, she's already injured, so it doesn't really matter if she does the gen, because I can't answer down here anyway. But she is exposed, not exposed, she's exposed, and she has the oblivious side effect. So she shouldn't know I'm coming, but she still runs away because I think she just had a feeling like, well, he's gonna go straight towards me. Because even though, yes, the survivors are oblivious, they should be smart enough to know that they are exposed and that the Scourge merchant if they play it against her, they know Scourge Merchant knows when they're exposed or not. And I can easily keep hearing that heartbeat noise or the killer instinct noise, so I know she's exposed. So this person, thanks to Hex Face of Darkness, I know the one person's all in the corner doing nothing. And thanks to my drone, I realized she had to be in the locker. I knew she was in the locker because I didn't see any more scratch marks, so I was like, she has to be in one of these lockers. But the second I realized I couldn't find her, I put a drone up, and because, in case you don't know, if a survivor is inside of a locker, even in the drone radius, they still will be located by a drone, because that makes sense. You can't just hide in a locker and still not get scanned. I feel like you should definitely still be able to be scanned either way. Because I know this generator was blocked by NC for like half a second, I know that means someone was on it earlier. So because of the fact that I knew there was a locker, we got a really quick hook. I'm going to put the gen, and just reset these gens to make sure they're regressing. But now I have to go back on the other side of the map just so I can put a drone over there and protect it, because I know someone's probably over there. But I looked and I realized that someone's over this gen trying to do that one and got rid of my drone. Now normally I would just, okay, I'm going to go protect the faraway gen, that way it doesn't get done. But I realized like it makes more sense to get this person if I can. So even though she, you're probably wondering, why didn't I walk in my drone radius and become undetectable? Well, it's because of the fact that I knew she just did my drone, which means she had 15 seconds of being oblivious. So make sure when you play Scourge Merchant, you actually remember what your add-ons do. I know it sounds like a beginner, like yeah, obviously remember your add-ons, but no, it's like sometimes you don't have to actually go on in your little drone radius, because they're already gonna be oblivious to you. So this person, I don't know why, honestly, he decided to stop doing the gen. If I would have finished it. I don't know how close the gen is to being completed. But the second he got off the gen, of course, that's when Deadman Switch activated. So Deadman Switch blocked the gen. So now we have a free chase, and he finally dropped the killer track pallet, by the way. But he's gonna vault the pallet, of course, as he should. Because we have a drone inside of the killer shack, we know which direction he's going in. And this entire game was made possible mainly because of Deadman Switch and Deadlock, but I believe it was especially Deadlock. Deadlock stopped the generators at a certain point where we were able to actually quickly down people. Now right here I'm gonna wait, because you know I'm untouchable, they know where I am. So I'm gonna sit in the corner and wait for him to move. So he moves, and I'm going to try and bait out the pallet, but instead I got too close to it and I end up getting stuck. So he goes back over here. Goes back in the drone radius. I'm gonna wait. He doesn't know where I'm coming from. He doesn't see my he's oblivious, and he doesn't see my red stain. So he thinks I'm on the outside, but I'm not. And that's just the simplest killer when it comes to loops. Putting a drone in a loop is a really good idea, but mainly it's a really good idea if you have the green add-on, because the green add-on makes him oblivious. So first you're untethable. When you're untethable, you don't have a red stain, so you don't know what direction you're looking at. Then they're oblivious, so they don't know, they don't have a heartbeat, and they don't have a terror radius, so you're even better, and they can't figure out where you are, and it lasts for 15 seconds, so it's amazing. But that was a quick game. If you enjoyed, oh, it was kind of a long game actually, but yes, you can see Deadlock put in work, and that's how you use Scourge Merchant, of course. I'm telling y'all every day, Scourge Merchant is the best kill in the game. You cannot tell me otherwise, even though she's not the best kill in the game, but that's not why I said that. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading y'all's comments. Y'all comment all the time. It makes me so happy. But if you like the video, make sure you like it. If you want to continue watching and you love my gameplay, make sure you subscribe. But I will see you all in the next video. Of course, I will probably have a different build, or I might have the same build. It depends, honestly. I'm trying to figure out the best builds for her. I do have a build in mind. I just gotta, like, experiment with it. Also, I need to get every single perk with every killer. I already finished getting Ghostface perks, and now I'm thinking about going for Sudoko's perks, because she has 2 perks in particular that I think are really good on Scourge Merchant. So you'll see hopefully those in a video coming up soon. I'll see you next video. Have a nice day.